So there's a couple of trends I want to discuss here. First off, Curtis McElhinney, congratulations on your start with Toronto tonight and the win. And I want to start by saying Toronto is now, they've won 2 in a row. This is coming off of when they won 6 in a row. They're in it. They are tied with the Ottawa Senators right now. It is true. The Senators are 9 games above 500. 3 games above real 500. Toronto is 7 games above 500, 1 game below real 500. But it doesn't matter. The points are all the same. They have 48 points. Ottawa has 48 points. Tell me at the start of the season if I had said Ottawa and Toronto are going to be tied for 3rd place in the Atlantic, if you would have believed me for a second. I would have been absolutely flamed off my own channel. Other news, Andrew Shaw gets thrown out of the game against the Rangers. Montreal wins anyways. This is Andrew Shaw's game. He's not going to get suspended. It's not a suspendable offense. I'm actually kind of surprised it was a match penalty. I think it's a match penalty because it's Andrew Shaw. He doesn't catch him in the head. From what I saw in the replays, he doesn't catch him in the head anyways. Jesper Fast out on the ice. It's a shame. I like Jesper Fast as a depth guy. It's a shame for the Rangers in general, but it looks like that Metro mystique is starting to come off. Because when you look at the results tonight, Florida beats Columbus. Carolina beats the Islanders. I watched that game. I got to be honest. I watched the entire Islanders-Carolina game because it was the Islanders announcers that I was watching. The Islanders announcers are so unabashedly biased in favor of the Islanders. And it's kind of fun to watch because the Islanders were ahead 3-1. And all I could hear about was, oh yeah, they look great. And Tavares had his hat trick goal, and he had his hat trick last night, and they looked really, really good last night. Oh man, they're doing great. And then Carolina just storms through. Scored 6 goals. Eventually, Greiss gets pulled in favor of Berube. And of course, the whole time they're like, well, that wasn't Greiss's fault. That wasn't Greiss's fault. That wasn't Greiss's fault. And I'm like, okay, he's allowed 6 goals out of about 35 shots. None of them are his fault. Not one. 0. Zip, zilch, 0. This goaltender's absolutely infallible. He's just allowed 6 goals. There were a few that weren't his fault, but really, the announcers were really biased. And then they talked to Andrew Ladd in between periods about how special it is to come back to Carolina, that he won a Stanley Cup in almost 11 years ago now. I'm thinking for Andrew Ladd, he's probably over it. Honestly, for him at this point, it's been 11 years. He's passed through numerous organizations. He's probably over the fact that he won a Stanley Cup in 06. It was nice. It was special. He's probably moved on with his life. But it is fun to watch Islanders announcers, because if you listen to an Islanders game and you don't know where the Islanders are in the standings, you'd be convinced they're fighting for first place. You'd be convinced they're one of the best teams in the league. And that John Tavares is easily the best player in the league. Tavares did score a couple goals tonight. He looked good, but he also looks frustrated. You can sort of see it in his body language and the way he plays, that like he is trying to drag the team to respectability right now, and it's not working. And it is taxing to him, and you can see it. You can see it in his game. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the offseason. And brilliant idea getting rid of Halak, because Greiss is just terrible. I don't know what's going on in the island, but it is a horror shit show. It is just awful. On the flip side, Carolina looked like they were just having fun tonight. They realized it was a game of shinny, and they were going for it. It was just goals, and more goals. And it was funny because, 7-4, they switch goalies when they're down 7-4. It's like the 7th goal goes in. They pull Greiss out and put in Berube. And the announcers right away were like, well, let's see what the Islanders can do now. They got about 6 minutes left to work with. It's a 3-goal lead. Let's see what happens. I'm thinking, guys, it's over. Like, just relax. Give up. It's over. It sort of reminds me of Bob Cole, when Bob Cole would call a Maple Leafs game. And the Maple Leafs would be down like 5-0. The Leafs would score, and the way he'd scream, you'd think they just won the game in overtime. It was absolutely one of the funniest things. And he would talk about how, Sundin looks really good now. The Leafs have some momentum. And it's like, hey, dude, I like Sundin as much as that guy, but it's 5-1 and there's about 8 minutes left in the game. You never know what might happen in this game. You just never know. And it's like, okay, we know what's going to happen. So it's one of those things where it's fun to watch announcers just absolutely screw around. But yeah, seeing that tonight was interesting because Carolina is getting better. That's a 4-game winning streak for them now. Colorado blows it, just blows it. 2-0 lead, and they blow it. They lose 3-2 to Nashville. If not for the fact that Patrick Waugh already quit, they are looking at getting a new coach right now. The problem is they can't. Arizona, they're on 2-game winning streak, but they're home to Anaheim, and Anaheim's beating them. I can't see Arizona coming back in that one. Minnesota, I've got Minnesota and Dallas on right now. There's my boy Radek Faksa with 19 points this year. I love Faksa's game, but Dallas isn't winning this. Minnesota, whether it's a shootout or it's a defensive 2-1, 1-0 game, Minnesota's winning it. And they win every way you can win a game. And Carolina, kind of during this 4-game winning streak, is showing that too. Now, beating the Islanders is no big deal. And I want to clarify too. I know Boston beat Philly, and Philly's been having some hard times. But it's the way you see your team playing. There's a lot of games where your team can be on a winning streak, go in and take a team for granted. Boston could have done that with Philly today and lost. And Winnipeg, I think, did that with Arizona the other night. I cannot believe the Winnipeg Jets, fighting to get back into a playoff race, lose to the Arizona Coyotes. It's absolutely... The Arizona Coyotes are the most miserable team in hockey. Okay. They are the worst team in hockey, and the Jets couldn't beat them. So that is pretty damning right there for the Jets and any hope they have of getting back in the playoff race. But Minnesota, full props to them for this. And, Leaf stuff is all over the TSN page. Leaf stuff's all over the Sportsnet page. And I've been accused of having Leaf stuff all over my page. But they're in the playoffs right now. They're tied with Ottawa. And Philly looks bad. Philly looked bad today. As much as I am really happy with the Bruins and the way they look right now, Philly did not look good. So with where Philly is, and with where other teams beneath them are headed, Florida's looked better lately. I still don't like Florida's makeup. I still think that all of the turmoil and the coaching issues and the fact that they're 45 games into the season, other teams ahead of them have games in hand, it is going to be very difficult for Florida to get into the playoffs. And even if they somehow, by some magical miracle, they make it into the playoffs, they're going to have a really hard time doing anything when they get there. So yeah, the Arizona Coyotes right now have a power play, but it's in the third period, and Arizona's already scored to make it 2-0. So the only hope that Arizona has really is that Bernier's in net for the Ducks. Much like with Dallas, it's Kemper in net, but Dallas could put both Leighton and Niemi in net and still allow 4 goals a game. So I have no faith whatsoever in the goaltending for Dallas, and Minnesota has a power play. So I'll just take a quick look and see how this turns out for Dallas. Leighton comes out, doesn't play the puck, but at least he left his net. And a shot from the point. Leighton missed that. Thankfully, it also missed the net. The Wild with the shot. Leighton always kicks it right out in front of himself. That's kind of nice if you're the opposing team, because you can just stand in the slot. He'll kick it right out to you. Good goalie will kick it to the boards, or kick it behind him. Yes, you can direct the puck if you're a good goaltender. Yes, I'm wearing an NFL jersey. I'm wearing it in honor of the Seattle Seahawks getting shit canned tonight by the Hawks or the Falcons. And I'm sorry. I've tried, but I can't cheer for Seattle, and I'm just glad that people that live around me that are Seahawks fans, because Seattle's closest to us, I'm glad I don't have to deal with them this playoffs. The Seahawks are done. And I mean, they are in trouble. But that's NFL. That's totally different. Falcons looked fantastic, though. Got to say, Matt Ryan, what a quarterback. Hockey, Shannon. Hockey. It's hard because it's playoff time, and I'm getting really into it. And it's hard for me not to watch football right now. What are they arguing about? Oh, they're arguing about an icing call. Oh, it's a 5-on-3. Oh, well, hey, it's a 5-on-3 for 40 seconds. I'm going to let this run for a little bit while this is running with a 4-on-3. I'm going to do things a little different. This is as close to a live reaction as you're going to get for now. I will be doing live stream at some point. Dear Lord, Devin Shore takes a 2-minute penalty. He's not a penalty guy. Foxa takes and wins the face-off because that's what Foxa does. Are they booing Suter? Why? Okay, so Dallas kills off the first penalty. Dallas cannot afford to allow another goal or this is over. Kemper or not. The scary thing about Minnesota is Zach Parise isn't even going the way he can. I have to say, too, that article I read there a while ago about, mistakes and Brent Burns, what a mistake the Stars made, or the Wild made, they just traded him for Charlie Coyle. Charlie Coyle's having a pretty damn good year this year. Charlie Coyle looks like he's a pretty good player. Lots of goals, lots of points. He's playing really well. The Wild are really up there. I wouldn't shit all over Charlie Coyle for that trade for Burns. Burns may win a Norris Trophy, sure, but Charlie Coyle's a damn good forward. To me, a trade is not a ripoff if the guy you got back has a really good year. And that's the case with Charlie Coyle. Holy shit. Stephen Johns with the hit on Niederreiter. Niederreiter's going to want to know the name of the truck that hit him. Hi, sweetie. No, it's okay. I'm just talking about tonight's action, and one of the Wild guys just got run over. Oh, okay. All right, so they didn't score on that power play. So Dallas at least killed that off, and then a fantastic hit by Stephen Johns. Stephen Johns was a steal for Dallas from Chicago. Really decent defenseman. I know Dallas's defense is struggling, but I like the makeup of the. I don't know what's going on. I'm starting to wonder if Lindy Ruff is going to be a guy who goes by the end of the year, because Dallas has to figure this out. There's way too much, and it's not just the goaltending. I complain about the goaltending a lot, but there's more going on with Dallas than just goaltending problems. Hammer. Hammer missed that. And that's out of play. All right. So that's it for me for tonight. Enjoy the hockey as it is. Let me take a quick look. Yeah, Niederreiter's lucky he didn't get knocked right out with that one. Yada, 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 yada. I'm getting somewhere with this. Oh, God. This movie Fist Fight looks terrible. Yeah, terrible. Looks awful. Well, January is normally when the really bad movies come out, but now February is starting to get the shit movies, too. Every month's gonna have the shit. Fuck you, it's forever. Look up Red Letter Media to see what that joke's in reference to. Okay. Let me take a quick look here. I'm gonna cheat. I was hoping to see a live score update so I could have a live reaction. And New England's up on Houston 24-13. Everybody raise your hands if you're surprised that New England Patriots are winning a playoff game. Yeah, I didn't think so. So again, it kind of gets boring with the Patriots because all they do is win. And I know I should cheer for them because I cheer for everybody else out of Boston, but I don't, and it's weird. Okay, now I'm done. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing through. And for people who may be concerned, like, oh, the hockey guys talking about football, it's playoff time. That's what it is. It's playoff time. This happens. I am not taking my energy away from hockey. And the moves, the teams moving is really, it sucks. It does. It sucks for fans of those teams. So, anyways, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you all again soon.